Have you ever noticed how streaming platforms offer endless choices, yet you still return to the same shows you have already watched many times? New releases appear every week, recommendations fill the screen, and trending lists keep changing. Still, you press play on the same series again. People often ask why you do this. Why not try something new? But the real question is not about taste. It is about how the mind seeks comfort, meaning, and control. What you are about to hear might quietly explain why familiar stories feel safer than unfamiliar ones. We live in a culture that constantly celebrates what is new. New episodes, new stories, and new distractions are always pushed forward. But some people choose to step away from that noise. They already know every line, every scene, and every ending. This choice is not accidental. It is psychological. Let's explore the 4 common psychological patterns behind people who rewatch the same shows. The first type is the comfort seeker. For these people, life often feels unpredictable and emotionally demanding. Work pressure, personal stress, and constant change can overwhelm the mind. When the world feels unstable, the brain searches for something reliable. Psychologists describe this as the need for predictability. Familiar shows provide that sense of safety. They already know what will happen and how it will end. There are no surprises and no emotional risks. That certainty feels calming and reassuring. Rewatching is not about entertainment alone. It is about emotional stability. The second type is the cognitive rester. These individuals spend their day using intense mental energy. They make decisions, solve problems, and process information constantly. By the end of the day, their mental resources are depleted. Learning a new story requires attention and effort they no longer have. Familiar content allows the brain to slow down. It reduces mental strain instead of adding to it. Psychologists refer to this as reducing cognitive load. The brain rests because it no longer needs to work. Rewatching becomes a way to recover without feeling empty or bored. The third type is the nostalgic anchor. For this group, the show itself is only part of the experience. The memory attached to it matters more. The story may remind them of a specific time in their life. It could be a period of comfort, connection, or emotional safety. Psychology explains this as emotional memory recall. The brain reconnects feelings to familiar experiences. That is why emotions can resurface during scenes already seen many times. It is not the scene that moves them, but the memory behind it. Rewatching helps them reconnect with who they once were. The fourth type is the detail hunter. These people rewatch because their mind enjoys depth and discovery. They notice subtle expressions, hidden patterns, and missed details. Watching once is not enough for them. Each viewing reveals something new. Psychologists often associate this with analytical thinking. Their brain finds satisfaction in understanding complexity. For them, rewatching is not repetition. It is exploration. The story becomes richer with each return. Despite their differences, all 4 types share something important. They are not avoiding growth or new experiences. They are responding to what their mind needs in that moment. Comfort, rest, memory, or deeper understanding. In a world that constantly pushes novelty, this awareness is powerful. Sometimes growth does not come from new things. It comes from understanding yourself better. So ask yourself. Do you rewatch for comfort, mental rest, emotional connection, or curiosity? And does knowing what calms your mind say more about you than chasing something new? If you enjoy thoughtful psychology that helps you understand human behavior without judgment, subscribe to Psychology Logic. Here, we explore the mind with clarity, calm, and depth.